Yeah. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hey, everybody. I came out early so I give y'all a chance to come in, being that we was late yesterday. So we came in 5 minutes early, so we can give y'all an opportunity to come on in here. Y'all know it's almost 7:30, so y'all get on in here. Oh, you know what? Oh, come on up in the Lord. Ooh, child. Let me see something. Come on up in the Lord's house. Lord. Ooh. I said, come on up in the Lord's house. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Lawrence. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Lawrence. I'm surprised Reese Cup ain't get here before y'all. Come on up in the Lord's house. Ashley said she made a live on time. All right, thank you, Ashley, for being on time.
I saw your message yesterday. You thought you was on
Yes,
time and we was gone.
yes, we're gonna start giving out monthly attendance awards or something, child, for our day ones. All right, y'all come on in.
Come on up in the
It's cold
Lord's
outside,
house.
Joseph. It is. It's cold out that bad boy. Oh God, it's so cold. We done got snow up here, y'all. We got to tell y'all about it. We done got snow up here. It done got started getting cold. I don't know about y'all or where y'all live at, but for us, winter is here. The winter time is here. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Um, whew. Child, these cats been driving us crazy all day. Early this morning, getting up, child, at 6 o'clock in the morning, just ripping and running all over the place for somebody to get up and feed their little asses. Child, I don't know what we're gonna do about these cats, Joseph. Waking us up early in the morning.
Well, you love them.
Yeah, I do. I love them. They not too nerve wracking. They ain't.
They really not nerve
They
wracking.
not that bad. They really not that bad. It's Tigger. I mean, well, Jax. He be wanting to eat.
Hey, Reese
He
Cup.
be like, come on. Hey, Reese Cup. Jax be like, y'all, it's time to get up. I need me something to
Right,
eat.
it ain't Tigger, it's Jax.
Yeah, and the thing is, Joseph, what's crazy about it is they be having food in their bowl, right? But they like they soft food. They like to have their whole breakfast in the morning. Like
Hey,
they got their
Melissa.
cereal. They got the little cereal.
We gotta fill the cereal up too.
I know they got their little cereal, little dry food, but they be wanting. I guess the wet food, the wet food. I guess that's like they little eggs and bacon or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they be driving us crazy in the morning.
And the hard food is a little snack
Yeah,
during
that's
the day.
yeah, that's it. That's their little snack. They can go to the bowl and have a little crunch, during the day and stuff like that. They like that. You know. I wish they can clean their damn litter box. That's what I wish they asses could do. Hey, Roxanne. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the mods. We appreciate y'all for all that y'all do. We sure do. And y'all need to take not well not most people that's in here. We don't need to give them this message, but you know the other people that come in here, y'all need to look at the messages that the mods put out because they be telling y'all to go to the McCray King store. They be telling y'all to donate to the McCray King's platform and stuff like that. And for the most part, most of the people that's in here right now, they always support. They always support us. So thank you for to all everybody for your support. You know, um, I never like to go without letting the people that watch us know that we appreciate their support. We appreciate everything they do, whether it's just being here, whether they donate money, whether they send us words of encouragement, things like that. Thank you.
We appreciate you. It's all part of the plan.
Oh no, but listen, let me tell you something. Our cats are very, very finicky. They only like certain foods.
Jelly
Like
like the
they like
patat.
Sheba. You can't give them like you got to give them pate. They have to have their food pate style. They don't like the food with the little chunks of meat and stuff like that. I guess they don't like to like chew on that. They like pate. They like to have their food pate style. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way. And they won't eat nothing else. We don't try to feed them like food, like the little food like the little chunks of meat and gravy. They be like, daddy, we don't do that. We don't do that. Child, we wasted a whole bunch of money because we went to the store. Maybe we bought that meow mix
Mm-hmm.
food with the little chunks of meat in it with the gravy. They was looking at us like, what's that? Y'all didn't give us that before. So what's
Melissa,
the
I'm gonna
problem?
check that out.
What?
She says churro
Lickables, yeah. Um,
Ashley, are you coming to the meet and greet? We excited about it too.
yes, we are. We
Hey,
are.
Monica.
Um, we got to try that, and they like their little treat. Then we give them
Now I
these.
don't pick it up
I
because they
know
gonna come
we give
running.
them these little temptations, little cat treats, and child. All I got to do is pick up the thing, pick up the little container with them in it, and they come a running. Like watch this, y'all.
Hey, how you doing that?
Y'all hear the bells? Here they come.
They was upstairs sleeping. Now you done
Here they
woke them
come.
up.
Hey, Jax. Yep, Jax is up here. They looking like, okay, where's it at? Where's it at?
Well, now you gotta give them some.
I know I'm gonna give him some. But see, Tigger, no, Jax is greedy. Jax want to eat Tigger treats, and he want to eat his too. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all move. Okay, Tigger, go ahead and eat some, and then Jax get real pissed off if Tigger eats the food. We got to put them in separate places because if Tigger tries to eat, any of the treats, Jax will growl at him.
Hey, Montez.
It's a hot mess. It is. It's a hot mess. I wish I could show y'all on camera how they be carrying on.
He did, Melissa. They sitting right here eating
They
it.
sit right.
They sitting
Child, let me
right here
turn the camera
crunching.
so they can see. So they can see. I'm turning the camera on. And I'm turning around, and so they can see how they be carrying. Child, they don't be playing. Look, y'all see them? They don't be playing. They don't play. They do not play. Yes, they like their little treat, and we got to give it to them 3 times a day. These cats are so smart. They know what time of day it is, right, Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Because at 8 o'clock, if we don't like, they be ripping and running before then. But if we don't get up by 8 o'clock, then they start jumping on our backs, like jumping on our backs while we sleep. They like start jumping and crawling up. They like to sit on Joseph belly. I don't know why they like to do that, but they like to sit on top of Joseph belly, like, excuse me, it's 8 o'clock. What? What's the
8
problem?
o'clock, child. They started 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
they start at 6 o'clock, but if you don't get up by 8 o'clock, they be like, mm. They start jumping on your back, and they be like, wait a minute, what's the problem? It's 8 o'clock.
No, I think they learned that when my machine make a noise,
They go by
they go by the
yeah,
machine.
they
Now,
go by
when
the
they
machine.
know
They
if
can
the
tell.
machine don't make a
Yeah,
noise, I ain't getting up.
yeah. They
When
they
my machine
they
make a
really are
noise,
very intelligent. They go by the time of the day. They look outside. If it's dark, they can tell. If it when it gets daytime, they can tell when the sun is coming up. They know when the sun is coming up. It's 8 o'clock. So they just do their little thing. They be like, okay, it's time to get up. It's time to get up, y'all. Stop playing. Quit playing with us.
and then the real shade is they get their food, they wake you up, get their
Mm-hmm.
food, and then they want to go to sleep till
Mm-hmm.
4 and 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, they crackhead. They crack babies. You know how crack baby. I used to call my nieces and them crack babies because they used to. My nieces used to. They used to be up all night. While we would sleep, they would be up all night playing dress up. That's how these cats are. They crack babies. They eat. After they eat, they be upstairs. Like we got y'all. Y'all know we got a big loft upstairs. So they be upstairs. Because we have our guest bedroom upstairs. They be upstairs just chilling. And don't go upstairs. Joseph, you ever been upstairs and
I
see
haven't been
up there when
upstairs.
they in there up there?
I
They
haven't
be
been
looking at you
upstairs
like,
since I hurt my leg.
what you doing in our room? They be
Mind you,
Joseph,
and that's our bedroom.
yeah. They be looking at me like, excuse me, what are you doing up here? What are you doing up here? And hurry up and get whatever you get and go on back downstairs. They smart. They smart little kittens. They smart little kittens. They are something else.
I haven't been upstairs since
But you know
September.
what? The one thing I can say about the kittens is they're not as they're babies, but they're not as much work as having a dog.
Y'all started cooking yet?
Yes, if y'all started cooking for Thanksgiving yet, because we ain't started yet. We gonna start. We gonna
I'm
do
so it ain't gonna ruin my Thanksgiving.
what?
But I'm pissed that they didn't bring my ham today.
Oh yeah, Joseph is really pissed because we ordered a ham for we didn't even order a whole ham.
Just a ham steak.
He wanted a ham steak because Joseph likes to have him either a ham steak or roast pork for Thanksgiving. And being that it was two of us, I really don't do pork like that. I don't do like roast pork. We didn't want to get no big roast pork and it go to waste.
But we
So
didn't need no whole ass ham either.
yeah, so Joseph wanted to get like a ham steak, and we ordered our groceries to be delivered to the house, and they didn't have no ham steak. So
And they ain't wait till the last minute to tell my ass, so I couldn't add it to the order.
right, but we gonna still have us a good Thanksgiving dinner. We
I
got
mean,
all
everything else they had.
yeah, we got all our food. We gonna have a good Thanksgiving dinner. I
Okay,
was
how we gonna do this?
how we gonna do what?
The kitchen.
You gonna go first? No, actually, no. You gonna go last. You gonna go last. See, me and Joseph, we don't work good in the kitchen, y'all. We realize we recognize that we don't work good in the kitchen. I don't know how we gonna do these cooking shows next year.
Save me one of them ham hocks for my Oh, they really just for the
Joseph, stop!
greens.
Don't start micromanaging yet.
No, I'm saying they just for the greens.
You,
So
Joseph, I ain't gonna. Joseph, I know what you
now I
cooking.
want to put a ham hock in my
No, but
red beans and
I know,
rice.
but I know what you cooking. So of
Hey,
course
just
I'm gonna.
Dwayne.
You don't have to tell me that. Joseph done started micromanaging me
No, I
already.
didn't, because I just didn't want you to use all of them for the greens.
Well, I'm not gonna use all of them for the greens, babe. I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm saying you might not have known I wanted to
No,
put it
but
in my red
Joseph, what
beans
I'm
and
saying to
rice.
you is I know how you cook.
No, but what I'm saying is you might not have wanted to know that I wanted to use one for the
No,
red
I
beans and
do. I
rice.
already got that.
Because
Already.
did you even know I was making red beans and
Yeah,
rice?
I know what you cooking. So I'm not gonna you know what I'm saying? And
Because
see,
you know I eats the ham hocks.
yeah.
Jamel don't.
And Joseph, you're not allowed in the kitchen while I'm cooking.
I'm not coming in there. That's why I just said how
Cause
we
you
gonna
like
do
Joseph
this.
like to
Cause
micromanage
I
y'all.
ain't getting into it with you while I'm
Yeah, you
cooking.
you
You
don't want
have
to do
more
that.
stuff to cook
You
than
don't
me.
want to do that. You don't want to do that. Joseph like to micromanage y'all. Like when you in the kitchen, when you in the kitchen cooking, Joseph be like, "Did you add this seasoning?"
Okay, who cooking the chicken?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Are you gonna micromanage that? Are
No,
you gonna
I was just gonna no,
supervise?
because remember we said we was gonna put some potatoes in with the chicken.
Yes, I got it. I did. I got it. I got you. I got you.
Cause I ain't
I
making a big potato
I
salad.
I got you. I got you. So don't worry about that. I got you. I know everything you cooking.
Child, he'll tell me he got me and leave me two potatoes.
No,
Talking
I don't.
about
Don't say that, just because I will not do that. It's about 3 bags of potatoes in there.
now I don't know
So
about no three
I
bags.
know. See, that's the
I
thing.
know about
You
three
don't cook.
bags.
Who been cooking? Who been cooking?
I know about three
Answer the
bags.
question. Who been cooking?
You
Okay, so don't you think
like I
after
wasted
all
money.
this time that I've been
Like I
cooking,
wasted money buying rice, and there was a whole bag of rice in there
but
unopened.
don't you think that after all this time I've been cooking for you for the past 2 months, right? Why wouldn't I know what's in the kitchen? Why wouldn't you think I know what's in the kitchen?
Cause you didn't.
I do. I know everything that's in the kitchen. I know all the food that's in there. I know
Mm.
everything. So,
Remember, okay, Jamel, since you're making the salad, could you put some eggs in my salad?
yeah,
Sure, babe. We don't have no eggs.
we didn't.
But that means you didn't know everything that was in the kitchen.
Oh, so just because I didn't know one thing that was in the kitchen,
Well, I'm just saying.
okay, one thing. Because guess who went in there and cooked all the eggs?
Who you? Cause
No.
I ain't been in there. I ain't cooked the eggs since September. Hey, best friend.
We're going to leave that one alone. We're going to continue on with the show. Hey, y'all. Good evening. Welcome to the Kingz channel. Welcome to the show. Y'all know we here weekdays at 7:30 p.m. and sometimes we come on Saturdays and Sundays. But we here. Yes, so we got a couple of announcements to make before we start the show. Now, one of the announcements is December is coming up. It's Sagittarius season. So get ready to celebrate the King birthday. That's me. My birthday is December 15th. So for those of you that want to buy me a gift or you want to give me a card, just feel free to send us an email if you want my address so you can send me a card. I'll be more than happy to give that to you. And y'all, if you want to put a little bit of money up in there, you can do that. Or you can send me a cash app. Or you can even go on to my Amazon wish list and you can purchase something on my Amazon birthday wish list, which I will make available to y'all in the description of this video, if that's what you want to do. Or if you just want to just send me a message saying happy birthday, just send me an email at TheMKingz@gmail.com. But y'all, it's Sagittarius season. Now next month is going to be a big month for us because we will be announcing the members of the Kingz Council. Yes, the Kingz Council. And if you come to the meet and greet, you will be able to meet everyone that's on the Kingz Council. We sat down and we um we talked about who we wanted to have on the Kingz Council, and believe me, being on the Kingz Council is a big deal. It is. It's a big deal because every member of the Kingz Council will have a responsibility. Okay. So, with that being said, we are going to move on with the show. Now, tonight, Joseph, we are talking about something that's been in the news. And I want you to, if you can go over to your phone and play this clip. I'd like for you to play the clip.
Okay, hold on. Tell best friend I just saw her email.
Best friend Joseph said he just saw your email.
Hold on. It's for you.
Okay, we're gonna play a clip for y'all because I want y'all to hear this. This is a news clip. We did not want to show the clip because it may be, they might flag the video for copyright infringement. So it's best that we just play the clip for you guys, okay?
Yeah.
Go and hit history. Up.
In air.
No, up. Oh, there it goes. That's it.
You can't.
Yeah, you can play it. That's because it's the visual. They're talking about the visual of it all.
In the town of Waukesha, families usually hustle to get a good spot for the Christmas parade. This year, the scramble was to escape. Holiday cheer quickly turned to terror and carnage. It was just after 4:30 on Sunday when this red SUV plowed through barricades on Waukesha's main street, barreling into marchers and families in the crowd. Here you can see the vehicle just missing a little girl dancing on the parade route.
People started screaming.
James Touchstone describes the moment he says he saw evil up close. He was shooting this video of his daughter's high school marching band when you can see the SUV suddenly swerve. Plowing through people?
Yeah, he was no brake lights, no stopping, just plowing through people.
As the bands played their last notes, police cruisers were already racing down Main Street. One officer fired shots to try to stop the SUV. How many victims were sort of on the floor?
There were so many people. There was just so many.
We have multiple casualties. Tonight, 5 are dead, ranging in age from 52 to 81 years old. Virginia Sorensen, Jane Coolidge, Leanna Owen, Tamara Durand, and Wilhelm Hospital. 3 of the victims, part of the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, along with one of their husbands.
What I would like is for everyone to remember how much joy they brought to everyone, how much they taught us, to enjoy dancing and being together and being a family.
48 others were injured. 18 kids were taken to Children's Wisconsin Hospital. 6 children remain in critical condition.
What I saw out of chaos and tragedy was heroes.
first responders and the community coming together. Main Street right now is one massive crime scene wrapped in this police tape, and you can tell how quickly the families here had to evacuate because there are abandoned strollers and kids' wagons, chairs spread out all along the parade route. Tonight, a suspect is in custody, 39-year-old Daryl Brooks from Milwaukee. Police say the incident began with a domestic disturbance, and they say he has a long criminal history. Earlier this month, Brooks was charged with battery and domestic abuse after the mother of his child said he intentionally and without consent ran her over with his vehicle. He was released from jail just 11 days ago after posting a $1,000 bail, according to the Milwaukee District Attorney, who today called that inappropriately low, considering Brooks's criminal history. Tonight, the holiday parade, a 60-year-old tradition, will now forever be remembered for all the wrong reasons.
Tom, what is the next step now?
All right. I really thought it was we needed to have a conversation about this. First of all, guys, please keep in your prayers all the people that have been, all the families who have lost their loved ones, age 52 to 81, Joseph.
And now 6 years old.
And now 6 years old because, it was on the news today that one of the young kids, one of the kids died. Y'all, this is what happens with domestic violence. Sometimes this is what happens with mental health. I was talking to my mother this morning, and what she said rings so true. We are in the midst of a mental health crisis. A lot of people talk about the drug opioid issue. They talk about all other things that are going on in the world, but we are in the midst of a mental health crisis. And guys, I someone that deals with mental health themselves, of course you guys know my journey with bipolar disorder and also adult ADD and also depression. I know firsthand what some people can be capable of doing when they are not taking care of their mental health. I was at one time, I at one time, was in denial of my mental health issues, and it was very difficult for me to submit and admit that I had a mental health issue, and that was because of how I was raised. Coming from the Black community, you always told, if you go and see a therapist, then you're crazy. And we've been told in the church, you got to pray about it. You got to pray about it. Child, let me tell you something. Prayer works, but prayer ain't gonna fix your mental health. So the most important thing, and that's first priority, before you can do anything in this world, before you go out and about in the streets, make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. If you feel as though you're dealing with depression or anything mentally, go and seek help. Whether that be a psychiatrist, a clinical psychologist, whatever, go and seek help. Talk to a family member, talk to a friend. If you need a friend to come with you to help you seek mental health, there are so many outlets that you can go to to get help. So you have to go and seek help. And no, you're not crazy. And what does that mean when people say you crazy? I mean, you're not crazy if you are doing something to make an adjustment to your life to make your life better. Then why is that crazy? It's crazy not to do something. So you guys make sure that you take care of your mental health. That is your first priority. And listen, I understand firsthand. Sometimes when you have mental health issues, there's some things you can't help. Listen, when I was dealing with my mental health issues, I had a really, really bad temper. I had a temper. You couldn't say nothing to me, Joseph. You couldn't say nothing to me. If you said something to me, I'd be ready to fight. I would. I'd be ready to fight. But now that I am in therapy, I take care of my mental health issues. I know how to manage it. I can manage my mental health issues, and that's the most important thing. One of the most. It was the greatest thing that I could ever do for myself. Make sure, guys, please, please, I beg you, I implore you, go and seek help if you're dealing with anything mental. And guys, sometimes, you may be dealing with mental issues and don't even realize it. Things happen in life. PTSD. I deal with PTSD. Sometimes you may be traumatized by something that has happened in your life and not realized it, you know?
And on the side note,
Mm-hmm.
when you start doing things and you think to yourself, why am I acting this way? I'm
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a clear indication that you need help.
Yeah.
And trust me, I came from the church, so I done went through my Jesus gonna fix it. Let me pray about
Yep.
it. Let me pray about it. And when I saw that I had a track record of doing the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
I had to find me a therapist and say, listen, this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop. I
Yep.
don't know why I'm doing it. I can't stop doing it. And as much as I don't want to do it and be this person,
Yep.
I can't stop being this person. Something's
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Yep.
And as much as I didn't want to break down and go to a therapy session, I had to, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
She like got down to the root of why I was acting the way I was acting. Some of it I didn't want to hear. I ain't gonna lie. Some of it was some deep shit I didn't want to hear. It was just some deep shit I did not want to hear. And some of it embarrassed me. Some of it made me feel ashamed. But at the same token, it fixed me. And I would rather be fixed and feel all those different feelings than to still be here doing the same thing.
As you, yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, if I didn't go to therapy, Jamel with me wouldn't be married. Because
Yeah.
I would have totally fucked his life up just because of the way I thought and
And
because of the
vice
things that
versa.
I did
Yeah.
and because of how I acted and because of the reactions that I did and had. So that's another thing. When you think nothing is wrong, but you see yourself continually having the same behavioral patterns, and you start looking in the mirror, going, "What's wrong with me? Why do I constantly do this?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I constantly act this way?" That's a clear indication that because it ain't always mapped out for you. When you do have mental health issues, it ain't always. Some people you can look at them and go, "That bitch needs a psychiatrist."
Mm-hmm.
But then you have other people like me that look like they got it together,
Mm-hmm.
and only your inner circle know that bitch crazy.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes you can be this person that has a normal walk of life and you're dealing with things and you don't even realize you're
Right.
dealing with them. And sometimes you be like, why everybody coming at me? And you gotta say to yourself, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to go and talk to
Sometimes
somebody.
it ain't always written on your face.
It's not.
Sometimes it ain't. It ain't as clear as it is for other people that you may look at and be like, "Oh, that bitch needs help." And you can always identify somebody else, but when it comes to you, you make excuses as to why you don't need help or why
Mm-hmm.
you don't need, and you do. This world today we living in ain't nothing but a bunch of mental people walking around,
Yep.
and I think it's because of the pandemic, because
It is. We
time
all of us are dealing with
people had time
PTSD.
to sit in their house and have to live with themselves
Mm-hmm. And others.
and others. But more
Mm-hmm.
so, you know what, Tramel, it's more so yourself because you actually have time to sit and think and dwell
Mm-hmm.
and realize I don't like my life.
Right.
I don't like this. I don't like that. I want to be this. I want to
Right.
be that. I want it to be someplace else, but I'm stuck
But
here.
others can affect you as well. Like,
Right. Because
look
you
at
be
we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. We've been through 2 years. It's going on 2 years of being in the house and
well,
having
this
to
year
be
ain't as
careful.
bad as last.
This ain't bad as last year, but just Joseph, we
But I
people
think
have
last year is what really did it. And then when people can go back out into the streets this year,
right.
that's why everybody tick tick boom.
Yeah, or
Because
or
last year did it with them sitting having to live
right,
with themselves and other people and realize my kids ain't as good as I thought they was.
right,
I ain't successful. This is fucking me up. I want a
right.
house. I
But what
want this.
about but
I want that. And you know.
But what about the people that have lost loved ones in this pandemic? I mean,
Yeah,
because
that
in
too.
the beginning, people were dropping. People were dropping like crazy. So, what about the people that have lost their loved ones because of this
But
pandemic?
when you lose
You
a
have to
loved
say to
one,
yourself, that has to have some type of effect on people. Then you deal with, okay, before the pandemic, everybody was out and about doing their own thing, and then you got mommy and daddy home. Everybody's home in the same house, and sometimes you get a chance to get all these things out in the open. If you had a parent, if some of these kids had parents that really didn't pay them no attention, and now you sitting in the house with these same parents that didn't pay you no attention. You got to be stuck in the house with them, and they may be looking at you in a different way. They may be looking at you in a different way. In a totally different way. Mental health it don't have no face. It doesn't have a face, and it doesn't have a cause, and it doesn't have, but it has many effects. So it ain't no minister, ain't no deaconess, ain't no deacon, ain't nobody gonna be able to pray to your mama, your grandmama. Ain't nobody gonna be able to pray that out. So you can get all the prayer wheels together all you want to. That ain't listen, that ain't nothing but somebody. It's just like changing the tire. If the tire, you change the tire, it could go flat again. So y'all can get all the prayer wheels y'all want. Y'all can get all the prayer warriors together if y'all want to. They ain't got nothing. They can't cure that. So you got to go out and you got to see if some of us, we got to go out and seek professional help. And if you one of those people that's just staying quiet and saying, "Oh, I'll deal with it," you can't. Mental health can lead to so many different things. It can lead to drug use. It can lead to alcoholism. It can lead to just about everything, Joseph. It can turn into morph into so many different things. It could turn you, a nice, beautiful person, into a monster. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your mental health. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health, guys. And that's really all I had to say about that. And domestic
But look
violence,
at what
domestic violence is real. Domestic violence is real. Let me tell y'all something, ladies, gentlemen, and mostly for the ladies, because that's what we hear all the time. Ladies, if a man hits you once, he gonna hit you again. I don't care. A man hits you once, he gonna hit you again. Number one. Number two, if a man cheats on you once, he gonna cheat on you again. That's and we was talking about this yesterday, Joseph, on how so many women, they get into these relationships with these men, and they cheat on them, and then they put themselves through just through so much mental turmoil. You got to go and you got to check his phone. Let me tell you something. You got to check your man's phone, then you don't need to be with him. I'm been married to my husband for 3 years. I got the passwords to his Facebook, to his Instagram, to his Twitter, to all of that. I ain't never had to check his phone for nothing. Not one thing. If you got to check your man's phone, then you don't need to be with him. You're traumatizing yourself by staying with that person that has cheated on you. You are completely traumatizing yourself. And to the cheater, why you traumatizing yourself by staying with this woman or this man that you done cheated on, and you got to report your every single move. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous, guys. We got to stop doing this to ourselves. We got to stop torturing ourselves. Sometimes we bring mental health on ourselves.
right.
We bring mental issues on ourselves by just the things that we do, the way we walk, the way we talk. If you got toxic friends in your life, you need to leave them alone. Because, we always tell y'all, stop listening to other people's problems. Stop allowing people to take their negative energy and bring it over to you. And if you don't think that that can happen, you are sadly misguided. It's so many things, so many ways that we as people either inflict mental issues on ourselves, or we just fall in the midst of it. Y'all, start caring more about yourself. You got to love yourself. That's where it starts. It starts with self-love. You got to start loving yourself. And when you love yourself, other people will love you too. And stop allowing yourself to just be used and be brutalized, both mentally and physically. Stop allowing it. When you stop allowing things like that to happen in your life, trust me, you're going to live a happy and prosperous life. But until then, you're going to continue to go through all the horrible, tumultuous issues when it comes to mental illness, you're gonna continue to go to it through it if you don't go seek out help, and if you don't get up and do something about it. It takes you getting up and doing something about it, because you can't. You know what? One of my famous sayings is, "Can't nobody take care of me like me. Don't nobody care about me like me. Even my own husband, as much as he care about me, don't nobody care about me like me. Don't nobody love me like me." You know what I'm saying? And you got to learn how to love yourself. Stop looking at your flaws. Stop looking at the fact that you got a big nose, or you got you got a disfigurement on your body, or you got flaws. Everybody got flaws. Every single person on this planet got flaws. So y'all just let that go. You're gonna have to let that go. All of us got flaws. All of us have, downfalls. We have trials. We have tribulations. Everybody on this planet go through it, and even the rich. And for the most part, it's mostly the rich that go through all that mess. So y'all got to you got to start loving yourself. Y'all got to start loving yourself.
Vessel just called us. Read that and come back after. You click it and go to it. But there's that one, that one, that one.
Um,
Oh, y'all gotta get yourself fixed. Get yourself fixed. Right, Monte. Look in the mirror naked. And when you can tell yourself you love yourself 3 times, because that was the rule. Most people can't make it 3 times without crying. This way, that, and that.
I did.
That's it. That was the only.
They didn't tell us what it is.
No, she called.
Oh,
She called.
okay.
When you can look in the mirror 3 times and say, I love you, without picking yourself apart and without looking at yourself going, I don't like this, I don't like that, then that's when you're successful. But, when you do that, your mind will get you to the point of where, we can switch. Your mind will get you to the point of where you are picking yourself apart and you are standing there saying, I don't really love myself. And you are finding fault within yourself
Yeah.
without trying to find fault. And El Manning is right. People have no idea what it takes to walk around looking like you have it all together. You learn to make friends with your demons. And Melissa's right too. More so living with yourself with no getaway or distraction shows you yourself in its rawness.
And a lot of people, a lot of us, and a lot of people don't want to admit this, but we live in a TV world. We do. We live in a TV world because we see what's going on TV, and we want that, and we see that, and we try to live that. But y'all got to understand, that's a script. People write these things. These are creative stories that people write of what could possibly be have. Yes, we can relate to a lot of things that happen. I was like, I love the Oval. I love Sisters. I would love to have friends like that. There used to be this show that used to come on, y'all, called Noah's Ark.
Oh
And
God!
I
It
used to
made me
love
want
that show.
friends like
And I
that.
wanted friends like that.
I
And I
wanted,
sought out friends
I
like
wanted
that.
a life like that. I wanted to go
I
to
did
brunch
too.
with my friends
Yes,
and
I
just
wanted to be a writer.
chill with my
Yeah.
friends and.
But that's not real. That's not real, Joseph. I mean, it may be real for some people. It may be somebody out here that has friends like that. But that's not real. You want to take that call?
No, that ain't even that.
Okay.
Um,
That's not real, y'all. That's a script. That's something that somebody creatively put together. And we all live in that TV world. We got to come up out of the TV world. We live in reality TV. Y'all, that's scripted. For a long time, a lot of us believed that when we saw reality TV was real.
See,
It's scripted.
but like with Tremels, for him it was TV. For me, it was Instagram and Facebook.
Uh-huh.
I saw all these people that I know didn't have, like, especially when everything happened with me and then I started living on this disability.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people that I know didn't have a job and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but they got on Louis Vuitton and they going on a trip every
Mm-hmm.
week. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there feeling some kind of way. Like, why can't I do stuff like
Right.
that? What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Where are you getting money from? Can you put me on so
Yeah.
I can get some of that money in?
Even
You
now with us,
sitting
with the
in Louis
King's
Vuitton
platform, we sit here all the time and wonder. People tell us all the time, Tramel and Joseph, oh my God, we love y'all to death. Y'all gonna be so big. Y'all gonna be
right, and
so
I
big.
watch
And
other
we like, why we ain't so big? Why we
me
only
and
got,
Tramel,
why we only this far?
me and
You know,
Tramel have watched other content creators.
that
As
have come
soon as
up.
they didn't even come up, as soon as they come on, they start getting cash apps. They
Yeah.
start getting super chats. I'm like, Tramel, what are we doing wrong?
Yeah, we like, what are we doing
I'm
wrong?
like, honey, they just made over $1,050 in 5 seconds of just coming on saying, "Hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to go in there and chat and steal some of their little viewers or
Yeah. And
something?"
we be like, me and Joseph used to say, when is it gonna be our time? When
Wait,
is it gonna be our time?
Tramel just said it today, and I
I said,
said,
Joseph, we need a life. And Joseph was like, Tramel, he said, I hate to say it this way. He said, but Tramel, when it's our time, when it's our time, it'll be our time. You just have to be patient.
"You
You do.
do."
You have to be patient. Being a YouTuber, being a content creator, it's not easy at
It's not
all.
even that. Just life in general.
Just life in
When it's
general.
your
And that's
time,
what we do. We share with y'all our lives on
and
a
it's just
daily
really being
basis.
transparent.
Yeah.
Because when it's your time, it's your time. Yes, everybody around you may look like they got to come up,
Hey,
and
Monte.
you sitting there like, well, when is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, when it's your turn, you will have your come up. You will have
You
your
will.
glow up, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Because for the longest, I was sitting around saying, okay, God, you ain't hearing me. What did I do? What did I this? What did I that? And when it was my glow up time,
Mm-hmm.
my glow up came.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm back in the same, well, no, not quite exactly, but I feel like I'm back in the same situation
Uh-huh.
from 2016. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there going, okay, God,
Because money is tight. We
when is
like,
my glow up?
yeah, when is it gonna happen?
When is my glow up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a little sick of this now.
But you gotta feel
We,
blessed. You
we
gotta
need
feel
my glow up.
blessed for what you got. You gotta
Right.
feel blessed for what you have. You
I'm
gotta
blessed
be
because I
blessed
ain't
because you
hungry.
get up in your right mind and you got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And you got a little bit of money in your pocket, and you could put gas in your car to go to the doctor,
And
and
your rent is
your rent
paid.
is paid, your bills are paid. You might be broke, but your bills is paid. Anita Baker, on her first album, she did this song. It was called Sometime. And the words that she said in this song are so true. And it goes something like this. It says, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you want to cry. Sometimes you just play the fool. But you got to hold on a little longer, and you got to be a little stronger. And you can win. You can win. And everything is going to be yours. I love that song. It's on her first album. Um, it's the album that she did when she sang Angel. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
go out and listen to that song. I'm telling you, it will inspire you. Y'all know I'm a musician, so I get inspired by music. So y'all go out and listen to that song, or search it on YouTube. It's called "Sometime" by Anita Baker. It is a beautiful song. It'll make you cry as a tearjerker. It'll make you cry, but it's so true. It is so true. Yes, everybody wants to be a winner and take their place at the top. Everybody wants their name up in lights for the good times and never to stop. Sometimes the bad luck will creep up on you by surprise. Your mind's confused, you feel misused, you know. And the song is beautiful, so y'all. So go and look at, just search it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I actually have the album, the song in my iTunes. But yes, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You are your first priority, and only you can take care of you good. Don't nobody Can't nobody take care of you like you.
And once you take care of you, I bet you get a glow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Life turns out so much better when you put yourself
Because if you
first.
ain't mentally here able to handle your glow up, why give you a glow up when you gonna fuck it up?
And stop worrying about what everybody else think.
Or
Stop worrying
stop
about
worrying about what everybody else got,
yeah,
and
and what
just worry
yeah.
about. And that, trust me, it's easier said than done. When
Mm-hmm.
you sitting here trying to struggle and get just to survive, or sitting here struggling, or you sitting there going, I'm saving my money, how long is this going to take, blah 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 blah. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And it's so easy to see other people posting pictures of new houses
Mm-hmm.
and new cars and new this and new that. And you sitting there like, well, bitch, I'm still driving the Chevy.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm still in my outfit from 2 years ago. How come
Mm-hmm.
I can't buy a Louis Vuitton this or
Mm-hmm.
Gucci that? It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I
And Ash,
promise you, your
and
time will come.
And Ashley, maybe you do need to do more content on your YouTube channel. If it's a out for you, if it's something that's going to help you, be a little bit more happier. If it's going to be something that's going to, fulfill you, then do it. Do more videos. This started out as it started out as therapy for me. I started out doing the TheMKingz platform started simply because Joseph used to go to dialysis, and I would have to sit in the car and wait for 4 hours for him to come out of dialysis. I used to have to sit in the parking lot and wait 4 hours for him to come out, and did not have anything to do, and decided that I would start this show called Coffee with the King, and I started it on Facebook, and it grew into what it is today. And it has evolved. We only started out just posting little clips of our lives, and now look at us now. You know, and in the TheMKingz, we are evolving. We are prospering. We're getting out the message. We decided, we made it, we sat down and we decided what we wanted to do in social media. We decided that we wanted to inspire people. We wanted to encourage them. We wanted to be transparent. We wanted to show people just a little teeny part of our lives. And it has grown into this. And guys, this is therapy for me and Joseph. It really is. We enjoy engaging with you guys. We enjoy talking to you guys. And when we give you advice and tools that you can use in your everyday life, you can't imagine what that makes us feel like. It makes us feel good. It does.
It really, really, really
So,
does.
Joseph, what else we talking about tonight?
What else we talking about tonight? We gonna talk about something fun.
You said we're gonna talk about Thanksgiving, right?
It's related to Thanksgiving because it's family time.
Uh
We're gonna
huh.
be with the family. So I want to know. It says it's 10 people in the chat, including myself on my phone. I want to know whether you are an only child, where you fall in line with your siblings. Where do you fall in line with your siblings? Are you an only child? Are you number one, two, three, four, five, six, seven? God knows. I hope there ain't more than seven.
Yeah, because Thanksgiving can get on your nerves when you have to deal with your siblings. You got to deal with your cousins and stuff like that. It can get on your it can get on your damn nerves because you got Aunt Tula, who she always know everybody business, and she be saying shit she ain't got no goddamn business. You got your sisters that talk about that's why you ain't getting good grades and things like that. You got all kinds of stuff.
Okay, Reese Cup is the only child. Who else?
Ashley says she the oldest.
I know you the middle. You the second. I'm the first.
I'm the middle. I have an older sister. Well, I have an older sister, and then let me see. I got an older sister. I have two younger brothers, half brothers. I mean, but we didn't grow up together. I'm talking about the family that I grew up with. The family that I grew up with. I have an older sister, and I have two younger sisters. So
So
I'm like the
technically,
middle, and
El
I'm the only
Manning.
boy. I'm the only boy in my family. You the only boy too.
Yeah. So technically, El Manning,
Your mama
you.
did it right. She got two. She got one boy and one girl. She was like, okay, that's it.
I'll tell you that story one day.
Well, you know, you got a brother.
So
Joseph got a brother.
technically, El Manning, no, but that's on my father's side.
Right, but you still got a brother.
But technically, El Manning, you only grew up by yourself. You were only child, unless you grew up with the rest of your father's side of the kids in the house. Montaba, are you the oldest or are you the youngest? Melissa's the only child. We got a lot of only child children in
Yeah,
here.
I see. Oh, Dwayne is the
Me and
oldest.
Dwayne is the oldest.
You got a sister that's 13 years younger than you, Dwayne. I wonder, how is that relationship?
Auntie is the oldest.
And see, El Manny is like my sister. My sister, my baby sister, she was raised really as an only child. My younger sister Kelly, she was raised as an only child because when she was a kid, I think Kelly was when I was 23, she was 13. You know,
But
so
Monica, who in the house that you was raised in, where did you fall in line? The oldest, the middle, the youngest? See, I'm trying to get to a point here.
well, what point you trying to make?
Well, because the oldest ones tend to be the ones who have to prove a point and
And are overbearing. Like my sister
who
is
have to
overbearing.
be who have to so you and Tramella's the middle. Okay. Only children don't really have a point to prove because they by themselves. So they
Mm-hmm.
just are who they are. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have to share. They don't have to do nothing.
Right. And the
The
young ones fall
oldest
suit.
ones, the oldest ones get used to being by themselves for a while, and then they have to learn how to share. Because
Mm-hmm.
here come another one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be you,
Right.
the
But then you
middle.
got the oldest ones that have the youngest sister, the
And then
youngest
the middle
siblings.
ones feel like they don't fit in because the oldest ones get most of the attention, and then the
Mm-hmm.
younger ones take the attention that the middle ones was getting because now they in the
Mm-hmm.
middle, so they feel left out
Now let me ask you this, and I don't know if you've experienced this, Joseph. Why is it the youngest ones always try it
because they
with
get
the
away with
oldest?
everything.
Like they try it with you. Like my sister,
Because they
my
can get
baby
away with
sister,
everything.
she think that she can beat me. She like to jump up in my face and she
We
want to
just
be
gonna
wanting to
say
fight
that
Karen.
sisters in general think that they could beat their brothers.
Yeah.
Because
Why? But
sisters,
why? Why,
because
Lord? Why?
they really feel we won't knock the shit out of them because we are their brothers. But
Right.
my sister know I will knock the shit out of her if I have
Yeah, my
to.
sister know I'll choke her. I would choke my sister. That's what I said. I would choke you.
Right, El Manny, and only children can be left alone, even as adults, and not mine because they were
Middle
used to.
children?
Only children
Oh, only
can
children.
be
Yeah.
left alone by themselves, and the firstborns can be left alone because they want to be left alone because they
Mm-hmm.
had siblings.
Yeah.
It's the siblings, the youngest and the middle, that can't be left alone. They don't
Mm-hmm.
like being by themselves because they ain't used to it.
But
Because they
some.
always had the oldest one
Mm-hmm.
or they always had the youngest one.
But some only children, they don't like being only children. They like to. They always have this regret and they say, "Oh, I wish I had a brother. I wish I had a sister." But some only children love being only. They'll tell you, "I love being only child because I get whatever I want from my parents, or I get all the attention from my parents that I want."
Right. And then when y'all all get together, it seems to tend to go back to like it was when y'all were kids.
Yeah,
The youngest
it
one,
always goes
the
back to
youngest
that.
one starts bossing everybody around. The
Uh-huh.
oldest one starts looking at y'all like, "Child, you ain't telling me what to do."
Yeah, see, my older sister, she gets child. She can sometimes get under my skin because she always talking about I'm the older. My older sister used to be so. She used to say some cruel stuff. She used to be like, "I'm the oldest. I was the love child. Mommy only had you." Because I was she need because she thought that I needed a brother or a sister, and then she tells my younger sister, and my younger sister you get so hurt and she would cry. She would be like, "And they didn't mean to have you.
I used to do that.
They did that to have they had you to save the marriage." And my older sister, she always pulling rank. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? And it just gets on my nerves. She's like, "I'm in charge of this. I'm in charge of that. If something happened to mommy, I'm in charge of that." And I used to be like, "Girl, go somewhere and
I used
sit
to do
down."
that. I used to tell Tracy the only reason why my mother had her was to have her tubes tied.
Oh, that was so mean,
I was
Joseph.
like, the law was you had to have two kids in order to have your tubes
Oh
tied.
Lord. You
So by accident, she had you. So she really wanted me, but she didn't want you. She just wanted her tubes
see
tied.
I'm gonna tell you the mistake that my mother made. My sister, when I was born, right? First of all, I was a preemie. I was born 2 months early. So my mother, when she brought me home from the hospital, she brought me home on Christmas Day, and she put a big bow on me and put me under the tree. So my sister thought that I was a gift for her. and she thought I was a toy, and that she could just throw around and boss around and stuff like that. So that's what she did all my life. My sister has always treated me like I was some kind of toy that she could just take and put up on the shelf, and she can deal with when she wanted to deal with, and she don't have to deal with me. She don't have to deal with me. You see how my older sister is. You know how my sister Kim is. She's a hot mess. Yeah, it's so it's I'm not gonna say it's crazy, but all of us,
But
especially the black families, we deal with our siblings in a way in which, it's just
I tell you this, everybody that have an older brother or sister, I tell you this, I don't care how we may have treated you as kids. Let somebody mess with you in the streets. Y'all ain't really have to do nothing because we came a running to save your ass and beat the shit out of them for messing with our little brother or sister. That's how most older kids that I know did protected their brothers and sisters that was younger than them. And it was just amazing. Now, my sister child, I'm telling you, I don't care how big of a man you are, how big of a woman you are. If you mess with me, my sister is going to jump in your face
yeah. My sister too. My
and
younger
will
sister,
try to kill
she'll
you.
try to kill you. Yeah, the youngest sister is the protector. Like when I was a kid, my younger sister, she was about 2 feet tall, but would jump up in somebody's grown face, and be like, "You better leave my fucking brother alone, cause I'll fuck you." Like she was like little, and she had a mouth like that. But oh, El Man, and that was cruel. That was mean. That was me, El Manny. Oh God, El Manny said. She said, "I still tell people my older sister tried to kill me, and when I do, it hurts us. Don't do that, El Manny. That's not nice."
See, that's why we best friends.
Yeah, because you evil like that too, Joseph. You're evil ass too. That's not nice, y'all. I would like. I've never done that to either my younger sisters or my like my sister. Like to me, because I guess because I'm the middle kid. I
El
they
Man
they were
said,
like
wait,
they were like irritants
wait,
to me.
El Man said, I was spoiled by my mom. My mom didn't change how she bought groceries. So I was eating steak and lobster. I only had bologna at other people's house.
Oh, see,
But
see.
ain't nothing wrong with a fried bologna.
Oh
Oh
yeah, child.
yes.
Fried bologna with
Some
some
fried
mustard.
bologna and an egg on a sandwich
With some
with
mustard.
some cheese. Yes.
Mm. Yes, ma'am. My grandmother didn't see. I'm from the south. My grandmother used to go to the store and get that bologna with the red band around it,
Yes, and you gotta peel the red
and
band
she would get
off.
the cheese with
And
the
I get
red
mad
band.
if I don't peel it right. And
Uh
and
huh.
the bologna mess up and it ain't in
Yes,
the
and
circle.
the bologna be on the red band.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to get the cheese. Remember the cheese that was in the red band too? They had the red band around it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, child, my grandmother used to make the best bologna and cheese sandwiches, child.
Fry
Um,
that bologna up and it get
mhm.
that bubble in the middle.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she tried to drown you. Oh, your sister was evil, honey.
Yes,
Your sister
Dwayne.
was evil, child. She tried to drown you. Lord have mercy.
Mustard and mayo.
My
No
sister would
mustard,
just throw
just
me.
mayo.
My older sister would throw me under the bus. Like I remember one time, my sister used to always make me do stuff. Like she used to make me do her chores, right?
Mm.
And one of her chores was to wash the dishes. So she would make me do. She had to wash the dishes and put them away. So one day I was doing. She made me do her dishes. So I did the dishes, and I jumped up on the cabinet, right, to um to put the dishes away because I was so short. I had to jump up on the cabinet to put the dishes away. Well, when I did that, you know how you hit your head on the corner of the cabinet?
Uh-huh.
I hit my head on the corner of the cabinet, ended up having to go to the hospital and get stitches. And my sister was like, "Dad, you got to come home." She called my father at work. "Dad, you got to come home. Tramel is sitting here bleeding. He was doing the dishes, and I told him to leave the dishes alone. I told him not to do my chores. I ended up having to go to the hospital and get 5 stitches in my motherfucking head, right back here, and and still got a beating when I got home from the hospital because of my sister. She would just throw me. My sister, I was my sister's patsy. And see, for me, my older sister and my baby sister was like an irritant to me. You know how somebody just get on your nerves, they be in your ear all the time. It was like, get out of my face. You get out of my face, and they was like an irritant to me. Like they was like just that little mouse that you could just slap around and just throw around. They just got on my, and I was the only boy, so I would just like be like, leave me the hell alone.
Now,
I
and then
did.
I use my sister for that because my mother would give my sister whatever she want. So I would tell my sister, go ask mommy for this. And she'd be like, why? But I don't want that. I said, but I do. Go ask her now before I punch you in the face.
Yeah, and see, my baby sister, I get what El Manny is saying. Speaking of that, my baby sister, she would be like, if my mother was getting ready to give me a beating, she would be like, "Mommy, please don't beat Tramel. Please don't beat him." She would like, speak up for me. She would be like, "Please don't, please, mommy, please. He didn't mean to do it. He didn't mean to do it." Oh, it was so funny because my baby, when I was a kid, my baby sister, she just loved me to death. She just found me so interesting. She wanted to wear what I wore. She wanted to wear my clothes. Even you like, when I remember when she was younger, and I think I told this story the other day about how she used to shrink my shirts.
Mm-hmm.
She used to shrink my clothes so she can wear them, and I couldn't wear them no more. She would do stuff like that, but she would do things that I do. Like there used to be this time in my life I used to like eating cream cheese on graham crackers. The cinnamon graham crackers.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like to eat cream cheese on cinnamon graham crackers, and she started eating them. Then I used to love that Swiss almond Haagen-Dazs,
Yes.
and I used to eat that with Reese's peanut butter cups. So I would go to the store and get me a little quart of the Haagen-Dazs Swiss almond ice cream, and I would eat it with Reese cups. The small ones that you can buy in the big bag.
Was you eating Reese cups from the store or Reese cup?
No, Reese cups, Reese cups,
You
Reese
know I'm
cups from the
being
store.
nasty.
Oh, you so nasty! Reese cups from the store, I would eat, and she always did everything I did. Whatever I ate, she wanted to eat. She wanted to be a dancer like me. She wanted to play an instrument like me. My sister always mimicked everything that I did, and it got on my goddamn nerves. It did. I ain't gonna lie to you, I got on my nerves. But you know what? The one thing I can appreciate is me and my sisters, we don't fight like in front of my mama. We never fought like in front of my mother. Because my mother always taught us to love one another, and she taught us to share.
Child.
She taught us to share. She said, make sure that you all, and my mother, because I was the only boy, she used to always say, make sure you take care of your sisters. You're supposed to always be there for your sisters. Make sure you take care of them. Like my sister, she had all them damn children. My sister got 10 kids. My mother made me live with my sister as an adult, and me, my crazy ass, listen to her. I had to live with my sister so I can help her take care of them damn children.
Well,
And then my mother always taught us to share. We always share. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got money, we always share with one another. Like if I called my sister and asked her for something, I told her I was in destitute or I needed something, she was responsible for helping me. Like my sister always helps me. So, family dynamics can be something else. They really
it's
can.
12 of y'all in here, only 8 thumbs up. We need to fix that. Somebody needs to thumbs up this video.
Well, if your second oldest, if she said, my second to the oldest sister never really liked me. I don't know. Did y'all ever have a relationship, El Manning? Was your relationship ever good? That's what I want to know. Was your relationship ever good? Because you do have some siblings that are either envious of you or they're jealous of you, or it's just because you guys don't have a relationship like that.
And I'm glad me and my brother were able to form a bond.
Me too, because I like your brother.
I was glad we was able to form a bond.
Yeah, I like your
because I
brother.
didn't know how that was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is this gonna be like an Oprah moment where we meet and be like, hey, how you doing, and never speak again,
Mm-hmm.
or how is this gonna go down?
Yeah. But yeah, I like my brother-in-law. I like my sister-in-law too. She's a little gidget. She's a little too giddy for me sometimes, but
Hmm.
I love her. My sister-in-law.
Oh,
Yeah, and for those of you, let me ask y'all: do you get along with your in-laws, like your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law? Like if you're married, like I get along with both my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, and Joseph, Joseph's father has passed away. I never met him before.
I'm gonna
And
do a video on
Joseph's
that.
mother, she passed away before we got married. So Joseph has a good relationship with my mother, I have to say. He has a good relationship with my mother. My mother always like, how's Joseph? How's Joseph? How's Joseph? You know. But do you get along with your in-laws? You know, or let me just ask y'all this. Who is the one person in your family that just get on your nerves that you just don't want to be bothered with? Who is that and why?
I don't have nobody like that in my family.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Me and my cousins all get along.
I have one. Well, I had one cousin.
I don't have no aunts and uncles that I
I
feel
had
that way
well,
about.
I'm not any longer. I had one cousin. Well, no, I'm gonna say this. I grew up in a family of all boys, right? All my cousins were older than me, except for one, my cousin Rodney. But my older cousins, I did not like them because they used to treat me mean. They used to call me names. They used to call me the F word all the time. And I couldn't stand that. So I really didn't get along with them and I stayed out of their way. Because I didn't get along with them, I stayed out of their way. They didn't like me and I didn't damn it like them. But then as we got older, they started to like me, as an adult. We got along and we still get along as adults, but we really don't speak that much. Like we haven't had like a big family dinner since my father passed away in 1990, but for the most part, I can contact any of my cousins on Facebook and talk to them, and we talk. We get along with one another. Same
Yeah.
thing with my sisters. I don't have no issues with my sisters.
No, I'm good all the way around. You know why I know I'm good? Cause I don't let shit fester. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna come and tell you what my problem is, and we gonna either fix it or not fix it and move on. So that's why I don't have no, I don't even have family members that married into the family that I just don't like.
Oh, Monte grew up around a lot of women.
Me too.
Me too. Like I grew up around all my sisters. I grew up around my sisters, so I was the only boy. Um, but I also grew up around a whole bunch of boys because we were so close knit. I would go to my cousin's house after school, and so I grew up around a whole lot of boys. But it was tumultuous before for me because my cousins, they would tease me. They would call me names. They would always call me names.
I didn't have no problems with nobody, and I still don't. Oh,
Oh, Manny has a lot of women in her family too. Yeah. Um, Monica said her mama is the only one she depends on. She has other siblings. I think Monica. I remember Monica telling us she got a sister, right? And she got a brother. She did tell us she had a brother too. And yeah, you might, Monica, I'm like you. I'm that one child that my mother depends on the most. I am. I'm that one child that my mother, like, my baby sister, she really, like, she does everything for my mom. Like, she handles my mother's finances and stuff like that. But, like, emotional wise, I'm like really the one that my mother depends on the most. Like, she'll call me, and she loves to talk to me. Her and we always have great conversations. um, but I'm one of those children. I've never said no to my mother. I never said no to my mother. So when I finally was able to stand on my own 2 feet and do something by myself, it was hard. But it's a lot of us like this. It's a lot. I don't know what it is. It's like I always thought that my baby sister, was my mother's favorite child, and my mother used to get so mad. Do your parents get mad when you say, "Oh, that's your favorite right there. That's your favorite"? Like my mother gets so upset when we say that about my baby sister because you know um like my sister, she grew up as an only child because we were adults and out of the home when my sister was a kid, so she really grew up as an only child, and her and my mother, they had this relationship like they're sisters, and so we always told her, you mommy's favorite, your mommy's favorite. And my mother used to get so mad and say, I treat all of y'all the same, I don't have no favorites. And we'd be like, yes you do, ma, you have favorite. That's it. Kelly is your favorite child. And she gets so mad when we say that. She said it hurts her feelings when we say that. So we stopped saying it.
I used to tell my mother Tracy was her favorite, and then Tracy would say, "That's a lie. You her favorite," and that's because she did different things for both of us.
Mm.
So I viewed it as Tracy being her favorite, and then Tracy viewed it as me being her favorite because
Mm.
she did different things for us. Oh, but she when I say she did different things, it was based on who we were. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the one always coming to you for money, then that's what you do as a mother. If my sister don't never ask you for money, but she's always there and always by your side, and you just do stuff for her because you want
Uh-huh.
to me, it looks like, oh, she don't have to ask. You just give it to her.
Uh-huh.
And me, I gotta come ask you before you even think about giving it to me. Or
Uh-huh.
sometimes you tell me no, and I have to tell her to tell you to give it to me, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you want to do it.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Elmana said she was always the shortest one with the biggest mouth. And she said she never went along to get along. She said she always called the shots. She called the shots. That I know that's right, Elman. See, I wish I could have been like that. I wish I could have been that child that was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
That was me, honey.
Not me. Child, I can say it. My sisters will fight me. Like my younger sister, she will fight me if I say, okay, I'm in charge. We gonna do it like this. She be like, Shamel, go somewhere and sit your ass down. She do. She be like, Shamel, go somewhere and sit your ass down. Nobody paying no attention to you.
That's when you say, who you talking to? You
I
go
don't
sit
do
your
that.
little ass
I don't
down.
do that. See, because I get out of control. I be done cause a massacre, child. I be done kill everybody. So,
See, and
I
see,
make
what does that go back to?
what?
Mental
Mental
health.
health. Yeah, it does go back to mental health. But see, I had to do that. Like I've already made a decision in my head that, God forbid, if something were to happen to my mother, I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna let my sisters do whatever they want to do. If they need me for something, I'm gonna be right there, and that's it. I ain't fighting over nothing. I ain't fighting over no furniture. I ain't fighting over no clothes. I ain't fighting over nail nothing. I'm not.
Well, I mean, like Tracy asked me that I want some of my mother's clothes. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do with them? Wear 'em?
Right, right.
Like, no.
But my mother got a whole lot of nice stuff. My mother got a nice living room. She got a nice bedroom
No,
set.
I'm saying
And
clothes.
my sister done already claimed everything in the house. You know what I'm
But
saying?
in actuality, babe, seriously, God forbid, if we still living up here,
Mm-hmm.
how the hell we going to get it back?
Exactly. So what am I gonna fight for? I'm not.
Exactly.
No,
That's
it's
my
for me.
point.
It's just material things.
You know what? I don't understand when people do that. Because at the end of the day, ain't none of that,
Hey, bacon
like,
with Charlene.
at the end of the day, none of that was bringing my mother back.
Right.
So it was like, I told my sister, look, take it all. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a picture of my mother, which she still got because I never took it from her house. It was a picture of my mother that she gonna give me, and my mother's car at the time
Mm-hmm.
because she didn't want it,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. And
Well, see, I learned.
she gave me because my mother had two Bibles,
Mm-hmm.
and she still got that too. She gave me my mother's Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
See, I learned my lesson when my father passed away. God rest his soul. See, when my father passed away, the only thing I wanted was, my father used to wear a ring.
Mm.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. And my sister said, no, you're not getting it. And I ended up walking. I didn't get nothing of my father's. Nothing. When I tell you, I didn't get nothing of my father, because every time I said I wanted something, my sisters would fight me. They want, what makes you think that you entitled to this, and what makes you think you entitled to that? I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not, I couldn't do it. I was
At
like,
the
I
end
was
of the
ready to
day,
kill them.
it ain't bringing the person back.
Right. At the end of the day, it wasn't bringing the person back, but that's what people do. You know how people act when people die,
Of
Joseph.
course, they all become money trouble hoes.
I just made a decision already. I've made my decision that I'm not going to fight my sisters over anything. I made a decision that I'm not gonna fight my sisters, period, over I don't care if it's my mother passing away. I don't care what it is. I refuse to fight with my sisters. If I feel like I have to fight with them, I'm going to pick myself up and excuse myself from the room. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, and I know people that fight with their siblings. I know people that like have knocked down hard fights with their siblings. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
I didn't do
And
it.
my family is like my sister, my older sister, she has 10 kids and they got kids now. And so I'm so focused on my great nieces and nephews, and because they babies, that's what fulfills me. That's what makes me my sister child. I don't even pay them no damn mind. I'm all I enjoy my family. I enjoy my nieces and my nephews and my great nieces and nephews. So that's what means the most to me. What my sister is doing and what my other sister is doing, child, that don't mean nothing to me, honey. As long as they're taking care of their kids, I'm good. So I don't even fight with my sisters. You ain't never seen me fight with my sisters except for when my sister was trying to call herself want to fight me and stuff.
Yes, El Manny, death do bring out the worst in
It
people.
does. It does. You can be the nicest person to your brother and sister. Let somebody die, child. Let
Hmm.
somebody die, child. Y'all be on Judge Judy in a minute. I'm
Hey,
gonna sue my
Charlene.
sister. I'm gonna sue my sister for $5,000 for mental anguish. She beat me up at the funeral or some shit. I'm not doing all that.
She took the leather dress my mother had when she used to go
Yeah.
to her dominatrix convention.
Yeah. Or my mother, she loved that china cabinet and she promised it to me and all that. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I'm not.
I know I
And
ain't.
see,
Well,
I'm
I
one of those
didn't.
people. I'm one of those people as much as I would want to have it. Like, if my mother passed away, right? One of the things that I would love to have is I would love to have one of her hats. And I would love to, because my mother wears beautiful hats to church. I would love to have one of her hats. And I would love to have her living room set. Because, my mother's living room set is banging, child. I would love to have that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to fight nobody over it. I'm not. I'm not going to fight nobody over it. I'm not going to be mad at my sister because she wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm not. To me, it's just not worth it. It's just to me, it's not worth it. And that's another reason why is because I know the person that I am. I know if I get into a fight with one of my sisters, I'll be in jail for killing one of them. So I'm just like, okay, so I don't go to jail because that's the first thing I'll be thinking about when my siblings or somebody in my family get on my nerves. I'll be thinking about because I'm not a fighter. I'm a killer. That's what I am. I'm a killer. So, and that's what I be thinking. I'm going straight for your jugular. I be saying to myself, Tramel, you're gonna have to choke the life out this little bitch right here. So before you do that, just get up and go. Just go on somewhere and cool out. I can't. I can't, Joseph. I can't. So I'm one of those people that I will sit and I will visualize what I'm capable of doing. And I have to go like this, oh, because it'll scare the shit out of
It
me.
just ain't.
Like, remember when you said your sister was jumping up in your face and she said she was gonna hit you and you were gonna hit her ass back? You had all the intentions of hitting her back. I, that's me. That's me. Like my sisters could never. They would never. Well, first of all, my sisters would never put their hands on me because they think I'm crazy as cat shit. So they would never put their hands on me. But if they should happen to bump their head, honey, or smoke the wrong brand of crack and put their hands on me, I would kill them. I would like kill. MDK, murder, death, kill. I would kill their asses. So I just don't I'm not child, you ain't I ain't going to jail, not with this body, not with these
Child.
dancer legs, not with
Child.
these yams, honey. I'm not going to jail, honey, for some
You ain't got nothing to
jail
worry about.
jailbird
You
to
ain't
be
got my little
snatching
apple.
my cookies.
You ain't got my little apple.
No, honey, I ain't got apples, honey. I got yams, honey. We had this conversation last night, Joseph. You want to go through this again about who got apples? You got little apples. You got baby apples. We ain't gonna go through that no more. I'm not going to jail for somebody to be done to took advantage of this
But
body
at the
art.
end of the day, like all of that bullshit ain't worth it. It just ain't. It ain't gonna bring the person back. I don't give a fuck about the stuff, child. Like I didn't care. Like even when my mother died, I didn't care. Like none of that shit was gonna bring her back.
Right.
Me having her stuff was not going to bring her back. Now, if you told me if I took her shit, it was gonna bring her back, then
Mm.
yes, I took it all because I want her to come back. But none of that was gonna bring her back. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like I don't give a fuck about this. I went back. I went home for a week. I told my sister I would come back
Mm-hmm.
in a week and help her clear things out, and that's what I did. And she was like, "What am I gonna do with these clothes?" I was like, "Tracy." She was like, "I just got some things I want to keep, but the rest of it," I said, "If you want to give it to people, give it to people.
My
Give it
sister
to the
was like,
Salvation
because my
Army.
father
Give
was a
it."
cop. My sister still, Joseph, hit my hand. My sister still got my father's police uniforms, and she dares you to touch them. She still got my father's police hat. She got my father's badge. Like when my father passed away, she took all this. She said, "I'm taking this." I was there. I was the only. I'm the oldest. I'm taking this. And she wouldn't give me and my sister nothing. And I felt so bad for my younger sister because she was a kid when my father died. We were grown. She don't care. She got every picture of my father. My sister got them. She got every picture. She said, "I'll make y'all a copy. I'll go to back then she was like, I'll go to the Photoshop and get y'all a copy made, but y'all ain't getting these. You ain't getting this." So I just made a decision at that time. After that, when my father passed away, I said, "God help me if my mother passes away while I'm still alive, I am not going to fight. I am not going to fight. I'm going to sit back and let my sisters
I
do
have
whatever
seen
they do."
people fight over forks,
Yeah,
and I'm like, a
or
fork,
or
bitch?
sil-
Are
or,
you
sil- or
kidding me?
silver or
No,
silverware
no,
set.
Jamel, not a silverware set. Forks that they used on the regular.
Hmm.
Not no special silverware set that was sitting in the closet in a box that you had to polish and shit. No, not that. Regular forks
Like
that
they
was even
memorialize it or
right.
something.
Like they probably came from the dollar store, and y'all fighting over dollar store forks. Are you kidding me right now?
Uh-huh.
Or they go searching. I know she had this. I know he had that. Child, bye.
My brother-in-law, when my brother-in-law passed away, his siblings, he was in the hospital. He died in the hospital. They was in the hospital fighting over a box of motherfucking tissue. Tissue. A box of tissue that was in his hospital room, in his room. They was fighting like, no, no, I'm getting like they was in there fighting over a box of tissue. They was fighting over the lotion, the hospital lotion. You go to the hospital, they get a little lotion, they get a little
Mm-hmm.
mouthwash and toothbrush and all that. They was fighting over that. And maybe rightfully so, because that's all he had when he died. But they was fighting over that. It's so crazy how we as family we can child. Y'all give people their flowers while they're here. Just give
Then you
everybody
want
their
us to do that
flowers.
when they
Then you ain't
dead.
got to do all that child when they die. I give my mother her flowers while she here, honey.
And stop being greedy.
And I got a plenty of pictures of her in my phone. So if my sisters want to take a
You about
picture
to
out her
die.
house, they can take it out, huh?
You about to die.
I know. If they want to take a picture out their house, out her house, by all means, y'all can have it all. Y'all can have it, child. Hmm. But that's all we have for y'all today, y'all. My battery is about to go dead on my phone that I'm broadcasting through. And so we're gonna have to make this live a little short one. And besides that, the Oval is about to come on. So with that being said, guys, we enjoyed y'all today. Thank you so much for joining us. Please support the McCray Kings platform. Please, please, please. It's the holiday time. We need your support. And make sure you're watching us on all social media platforms.
That would be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to become part of the McCray King's Kingdom, hit that join button. And membership has its privileges. And make sure you share us out to your social media platform as well.
Yes, share, share, share. Sharing is
And
caring.
make sure you check out the McCray King's Boutique for everything McCray King's and Dare to Be Different. Why would you dare to be the same? Also, if you do want to support our platform, like Tramel said, the Cash App is in the top left hand corner. Feel free to send the Cash App to help support the platform. It costs to go on YouTube.
Yes, it does.
And
Membership has its privileges as well. So
membership has its privileges as well. And cable ain't free.
It sure enough ain't, child.
So why should I be?
Yes.
But anyway, no, I'm joking. I'm still joking. But anyway, y'all, you know how we end every live?
Yes, walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all those great and beautiful things. And y'all have a great and happy holiday. Don't spend too much time in the kitchen tomorrow. Get your pies together, get your meals together, and don't let family get you hooked and hook them into their bad energy and their toxicity.
Because there's going to be a lot there that need mental help.
Yes.
But in that case, you know what to do. We will see you guys tomorrow night at 7:30. We may come on a little earlier because we know you're cooking.
Yes.
And we'll have you a good laugh tomorrow.
Yes.
Anyway, if nobody told you they love you today, me and Tramel do, and there's nothing you could do about it. We love you.
Yes,
Enjoy
we do.
your evening.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing it with us. And you know what it is. It's Team McCray.
All damn day.
Later, y'all.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.